Halloween tutorials are officially back and I could not be more excited, you guys. These are like my bread and butter, what gives me life, but you guys already knew that, right? So today's video is going to be my Glam alien girl. What I'm doing right now is sketching out her eyebrows and just little details on her face that are going to bring her to life and make her look like she's from another planet. If you guys want an extensive list of products that I use, be sure to check the description box down below so you can see exactly how I got this look. Right now I'm just taking this tiny pencil and I'm filling in my eyebrows. This actually is a MAC eyebrow pencil, and I started out using brown and I just did that to sketch out my shapes, see where I wanted everything placed on my face, and then I decided that brown really wasn't my style, so I had to add a bunch more color. But I just started out with this because I wanted to give her some fleeky eyebrows anyway, and then just adding some fun little shapes with a really nice flow. Doing all of this with a brown shade first is really great because you're creating shadow, which is going to re-sculpt your face. Essentially, you are creating an illusion to make it look like you have a completely different face structure than you have. That's why I started out with brown and then went in and added color later, but I wanted to make sure that I had my base shadows down to re-sculpt my face. Right now I'm just taking some brown shadow on a fluffy blending brush, and as you can see, all three of those lines I have created in the center of my face are all kind of coming down to the same type point. So I just wanted everything to look very symmetrical, but at the same time it doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to go in and carve all of this out with concealer later. So if this gets a little bit messy, don't worry. It took me a little while to decide what color, but I landed on purple. Don't ask me how, it just seemed like a really cute alien color. So I am using a Morphe palette for this. Again, I don't know offhand what the name of the palette is, but it will be down below. It had a bunch of cool tone shades and a bunch of purples. So I'm just going in with a fluffy brush and making sure everything is really diffused. My bottom lines are going to be real crisp, but then the top lines are going to be a little bit more smoky. So it will all make sense and come together here in a little bit, but I'm just going through and adding back in my color. So now for the fun part, our little alien girl is about to take shape. We are using, well, no pun intended, we are using Tarte Shape Tape, of course, to sketch out these lines and make them look extra crisp. I'm also kind of contouring my nose a little bit because I did want to give that a little bit more of a symmetrical shape. I feel like what I'm doing right now is very hard to put into words. It's much easier to watch, so I'm just going to let you watch for a second and see how I carve out all of these shapes. Alright, now everything is looking nice and sharp. I decided that I wanted to kind of create a gradient effect underneath my eyes. So although I did just cut that out, it wasn't entirely necessary. I just wasn't exactly sure what direction I was going with this look at the moment. So you can skip that step if you decide to do this look, or if you wanted a sharper look, feel free to leave that super sharp edge under the eye. Now I'm just taking a lighter purple shade and I'm going to be feathering that outwards underneath the eye just to give it a really pretty gradient effect. I'm also using this shade to continue contouring my nose. Now I'm going in with, actually it is a blush. I'm using a really beautiful shimmery blush from Makeup Forever, and I'm just going to smoke out below my eyes, and then I'm also going to smoke out above my eyebrows. So doing the same steps that I just did underneath my eyes up here. Now just going in with a little contour, I'm using a really cool toned color, and then I'm also using that pink blush underneath to give it kind of just a cohesive effect. I'm using a silverish purple color and then an actual purple color to add a little metallic to my eyelids. Everything eyeshadow wise is from the same palette. And then right here I'm actually going in with a gold highlighter. This is Fuego from the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie collab. And then I'm going back in with that shimmery purple color right there on that little section above my eyebrow. Now, of course, what would one of my glam aliens be without a bangin' winged eyeliner? So that's what we're doing right now, using the Kat Von D Tattoo Trooper liner. I don't know, I forget the name. But I'm just doing a really, really intense wing and bringing it into the inner corner a little. And then I'm using a Buxom eyeliner on my lower lash line. It is a blue, but I just wanted to add kind of like a little bit of a different tone. And then I'm using that purple right underneath it to smoke it out. So that top line just wasn't crisp enough for me, so on a pencil brush, I'm just taking a very true purple color and just running that right along that edge, hitting my lashes with a little mascara. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Then for the little circles on my forehead, I'm taking a Makeup Forever white pencil. This is just an eyeliner pencil. You can use it for anything though. And I'm just sketching out a bigger circle in the center of my forehead and then two smaller circles just next to that. I just find it easier to do this. That way you can fill in circles rather than trying to get the perfect shape right off the bat with your little paints. So I'm actually taking the Makeup Forever Aqua XL in the little squeezy tubes and just taking some white and filling those circles in. I did have to do 2 layers to get it a super opaque white, so just so you know. I just couldn't stop with the circles, so I had to go and do some purple ones as well, just to kind of tie everything together. This is a beautiful purple color. It's also a Makeup Forever Aqua XL in a squeezy tube, and I'm just taking this on a brush that had kind of a circular shape, and then I'm going in with a small little, I think it's a concealer brush, but I'm just going in with this to fix up my circles and get them nice and sharp. Last 2 circles, I promise. I just had to do 2 more little ones right underneath that. And then afterwards I decided I wanted to make them look kind of 3D, so I went in with my pencil brush and a kind of grayish purple color and just shaded around one side of the circle. You don't want to shade around the whole thing, otherwise it's not going to give it the depth that you want. So you need to have a light source and a shadow source, if that makes sense. So then I'm going in with my Stila Magnificent Metal. This is just the silver glitter, and I decided to put this all over. I was like, you know what, if I'm going to be an alien, I want to be shining down from the sky, so I put glitter on my nose as a highlight. Yes, I did. I didn't have quite enough dimension in my circle. I wish I would have done this before the glitter, but I went and added another shadow on the opposite side. Okay, now for lips. This is a stunning color. Also Makeup Forever. No, this is not sponsored. I just really like their stuff. So I added a little silver piece right in the center, and oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with the way this came out. I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you very soon.